Welcome to VR Flight World. In this episode, we're going to be talking about clouds. We're going to try to get our cloud settings to be as amazing as possible. We're going to look at different settings and see what ones actually affect our clouds, and see if there's more to it than just the volumetric cloud settings. Alright, so we're going to be doing a few different tests here to show you kind of what the difference is between the settings. How I'm going to set my test up is, with my test I'm going to show you some split screens. We're going to do those slow transitions that some people hate, some people love, and hopefully you guys enjoy it and hopefully you get a lot out of this. I'm going to show you what the difference is between each of these. Some of them don't even affect anything at all. So let's take a look and see what we find out. So the first one here I got is Ambient Occlusion. So this one I'm doing from off to ultra because I didn't really notice any difference here at all. You can see the clouds do change a little bit, but that's because the clouds were just that way. Next here is Antialiasing, and again there wasn't much difference, so I'm doing a pretty quick transition between the two. I didn't notice any differences. Now here's where we notice a big difference. We're going from volumetric clouds low, medium to high. As you can see, high is pretty good. Ultra, you do see a big difference though. With low, they're kind of cartoony looking clouds, and it's a big difference between the ultra there. And I'm going to show you another screen here. Again, we're going from low to medium, still cartoony looking. Once you get to high though, you get rid of that cartoon look and the clouds start looking a little better, and then ultra, they look great. So here is object level of detail. I went from 0 to 200 just to showcase that I don't see a difference here. Here again, we're going back to volumetric settings. This is going to be a theme because volumetric settings is really where you're going to get your biggest impact. We're going to go through a few other settings though, because a lot of people will be playing with these settings, trying to get the best settings they can, including myself. And until you put them side by side, you can't really see the difference. So here's rendered scaling. This one will make a difference, but as you can see, we go from 50 to 100, and beyond that, we're super sampling because we're doing this in 1080p. It's going to make a little bit of difference, but it's going to do that over your entire sim. It's not going to make a huge difference though in the way your clouds look, because this is affecting everything in the sim. Texture resolution, I didn't notice much of a difference here from going from low all the way up to ultra. You will see a change in the pavement, but other than that you don't really notice a difference. So with shadow maps, I really thought this was going to have an impact on the clouds, but I don't see much of an impact at all when you're going between low and ultra. So here's contact shadows. Again, this is one that I thought was going to have a big impact, but it really does not. You go from low to ultra and you really don't even notice much of a difference at all. So this one here is terrain shadows. I went from off to 2048 and you really don't see much of a difference with this one, even when you look at the ground. Alright, so here's another one, texture super sampling, and as you can see, you kind of look in the distance for this one is where you're supposed to see the change. I don't notice much of a difference here with this. So texture synthesis, again, I'm not seeing a difference. I put this right from low to ultra so you can see. So as we go into volumetric clouds, again, this is with thunderstorms, and there's a big difference between low and medium, medium and high and ultra. And you'll also notice a little bit of a drop in my FPS between each of these settings. So when it comes to cloud settings, there's really one setting that is making all the difference in the world. It is volumetric cloud settings. The other ones don't really have an impact on it, which is good in a way because now you can go ahead and adjust the other ones at will to make the rest of your sim look amazing, whereas you can leave the cloud settings at the level that you want. So you could leave them at high and you don't have to worry about affecting anything else in your sim. So if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, that thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care and keep flying.